Hello there, Red Ruby Slippers here. I'm going to show you today how to put a mesh, any kind of mesh, including a DAS mesh, this one I made, onto a G6 avatar in Max. Okay, so what we do first is we open up DAS Studio or any kind of program that you want to get your 3D model in, and I've got this model here of a German infantry uniform. You can see it's pretty good. It's pretty high poly, so we're just going to do a wee bit of adjustment to the arms and things, just straighten things out, just makes things a wee bit easier for working with when we do get into Max and iclone. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, but the poly count will be way high, so what we're going to do is we're going to select all and we're going to go to decimator. Okay, and we're going to go prepare to decimate. We're going to decimate the polys down to something a bit more acceptable for iclone because it's far too high at the moment. Okay, now decimating the polys is fine, except when you decimate them too far you get a big reduction in quality sometimes. So what's going on there? Here we go. Okay, so this is seeing all the polys. Just move it a bit bigger so you can see everything. Okay, right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take down the whole resolution here at the top, and you can see it's saying about 500,000 polys. So we're going to take that down to, let's say 20%, because it's a huge poly count. Right, 20%. That gives us 103,000 polys. That's not bad. It doesn't seem to have done much to the mesh. We're going to click done. Okay, it doesn't seem to have done much to the mesh, as in quality looks fairly okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to export that as OBJ. So let's hear. I already had one stored, but I'm just going to show you how to do it again. You want to overwrite? Yeah, I am. Okay, so we're going to pick DAS Studio 1 unit 1 centimeter. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Okay, so that's fine. So that's that bit done. That's all we need to do with that bit. Okay, we'll see you in part 2. Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial. Okay, so what we've done is I fired up DAS Studio. I'm using 2016, and what we're going to do is we're going to import our iclone FBX character, and I've got one pre-made on desktop. Usable Mason, so we're going to use this one. Okay, and yep, okay, just get him. A second. Okay, there he is. So he's clothed, so I need to get the clothes off of him. Okay, so what we're going to do is just click on his shirt and click delete, click on his trousers, click delete, click on his shoes and click delete. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to import what are we going to do? We're going to import our mesh that we did. There's our German infantry mesh. Never mind that, that was something I wasn't working on earlier. Okay, and we're going to import it as a single mesh. Okay, it's a lot smaller than you thought, so we're just going to resize it. So we're going to just go up to scale and we're going to pull it up. Okay, so the DAS Studio stuff isn't too bad. It fits fairly well into the character. Again, this is where the most of the bulk of the work goes. What I'm going to do is we're going to pull up the gizmo, but a bit more workable up here. Okay, so it's easier to see. Sorry. So what we do is just going to just pull this mesh bit further in and just get it roughly where we want it. Let's see what his feet are doing. That's not bad. Okay, Yeah, we'll adjust the feet and whatnot later on. Okay, so again, that is possibly just could go up just a fraction. You can see the lines of the mesh, the yellow iclone and the blue of the mesh. So we'll just pull this up just a fraction, so it's not too bad. Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to stop it there, and that's the end of part 2 tutorial. Okay, I'll see you soon. Right guys, welcome to part 3 of the tutorial. Again, so exactly the same where we left off just 2 seconds ago. I'm doing it in increments so I don't lose the thing. Right, okay, so what we need to do now is we need to get this mesh as close a fit to the avatar as possible. It's not bad, so what we're going to do is we're going to readjust the arms of the FBX avatar. I'm going to go to wireframe. Yep, okay. So you can see what's going on. You can see there is the upper arm bones. You can see the bones coming through here. Okay, so again, it's just a case of picking the bones. There you go. You can see it a bit more clearly now. Okay, and wireframe realistic. I'll go to swivel. Now, what I can do with that now is, well, hey, there you go. So we're going to roughly park the arm inside the sleeve of the mesh. Okay, that's not bad. Well, what we'll do is we'll just sneak it up a bit, and we'll do the forearm as well. Again, you can see the forearm there. Click it. This just takes a bit of time to get used to if you're not used to doing this stuff. Okay, and again, just maneuver the mesh around about and get the best centering of the mesh, and do the other side. Yeah, I'm not sure you can use a mirror tool. I'm aware of it, but it doesn't seem to work so well for this. I've tried it and all gotten good results, so I'm not using the mirror tool to do this. I'm sure the purists of you are able to do things I can't. I'm still learning iclone and Max, so shit, I lost it. Right, back. Sorry, too preoccupied with things. Here we go. Realistic. Again, it doesn't matter too much at this point if the arms are a bit back, because you can readjust them. Okay, again, so you can see pretty clearly the bones floating around. You just have to pick the right bone. Forearm, that's it. Again, just maneuver it until you're absolutely happy where the mesh is. This can be a bit trial and error sometimes. Okay, and okay, that's fine. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the feet and the legs. Again, just once it's in place, that's what it's, you don't have to do anything. You can see that the hip bones are there. You can see one going up there and one going down there. So we're going to pick this one. Yep. Okay, and we're just going to twist that footy around a bit. Again, it doesn't matter too much at this point if it's bleeding through. We are going to adjust things slightly, and we'll do the other side. Now, I'm just showing you roughly how to do this. Sometimes, if you're really looking for some quality, you can scale it a bit. But possibly my scaling is just a tiny bit out. But we'll forgive that. I've done this hundreds of times. Realistic. Okay, again, just adjust the bone. You can get the leg all the way up. Okay, that's roughly fine, because we can adjust. We're going to adjust the mesh of the German uniform. So that's part. Okay, guys, welcome back. Just where we were before. Okay, That's fine. So what we're going to do now is we are going to pick the German infantry uniform. Okay, and we're going to go into the modifier tab, and we're going to pick the vertexes. Okay, okay, the verts, and we're going to use a soft selection tool. So we're going to click soft selection. Now, if this little button's clicked, then it affects both the front and the back of the mesh. If you don't click it, then it only affects the front end that you're looking at. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in a bit closer. You can see it's all quite high poly. It is view, where are we? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, stats. Yeah, that should give us where we are. Okay, 135,000 polys. That's quite, I think, optimum for iclone. So what we're going to do is just going to start picking the verts, and you can see that with this fall off number at 20, there's a huge number of verts. So if you were to pull it, you'd pull all that mesh. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this down a bit. And you can see the dots closing down, closing down, closing down. So you just want to have it enough just to pull it. So again, it's just a case of just tweaking a mesh just how you want it. And again, so what I normally do is I do both sides at the same time, so you get an even distribution of mesh. Again, this is a slow process, and Rome wasn't built in a day, so they tell me. So we're just going to pull out things a bit at a time. Keep doing that until you're happy. Again, this is a long bit, but if you persevere with me, then we'll get there. Again, subtle little pulls, nothing big. Again, keep varying your dots that you're pulling. Again, don't worry at this point if you think, oh, I got that bit, I got that bit. Don't worry, it will all come. I'll show you how. Again, I could have possibly made this a wee bit better, but never mind. Takes a bit of effort to. Right, I'm going to stop it there because it's taking too long for me to do. What I'm going to do is complete the mesh and I'll come back to it. Okay, guys? Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to the next part of the tutorial. Okay, I think I've finished pulling all the verts. As I said, use a combination of the single one, which goes for one side, or the double one, which gives you front and back of the mesh, and you can vary the fall off thing to sort that. So take off that and go back to your element, and then have a good look around your avatar. See if there's anything poking out. I can actually see something at the bottom there, a wee bit of foot there, so we'll go back into there and use your soft selection tool. And again, this is just yep, that should be it. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Okay, oh, was a bit in his feet there, was I? Yeah, missed a bit there. Okay. Yeah, let's pull that down a bit. Okay. And tell you what we'll do is we will highlight the whole thing and we'll affect black spacing, and we'll just pull the boots down a bit. Okay, and we'll take that off of there, and click on there, we'll pull that out. And Just shows you that as much as you're careful, you can still things. But the more you push and pull the mesh, the more deformed it gets. So don't forget that. That's better. Okay. Yeah. So we actually swoop it, give an idea with the pull and inverts. Rather than one of swoops rants, but yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, okay, right. Okay, so now for the fun bit. Okay, is blending the mesh to the. Hold on, spy at my spy on my little eye. There's something there, was there? No, no, yeah, there is. Just there. Now you can take that all. You can actually take that out in iclone with an opacity map for the avatar mesh, but yeah, we'll just do it this way. Just make sure everything's all right. So again, it's just worth a sweep round your avatar to make sure there's any mesh. There's a bit there as well. So it's really difficult to see sometimes. Right, I'm stopping there because we can use an opacity map in iclone. Okay, so what we're going to do now is with the German infantry mesh highlighted. Again, just go around everything, make sure nothing's poking out or anything. And we're going to go into the utilities button. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click this button called Reset Xform. Reset selected. And then collapse selected, and now we're still on that, so that's okay. And we're going to go back in the modify tab, and we're going to look for something called skin wrap. Skin wrap, there it is. Okay, so the things we need to look for is vertex deformation. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to weight all the points. Okay, just do exactly what I do and you'll be fine. We're going to add, then we're going to select the G6 beta base. So we're just going to click anywhere on the skin, it pops up with that RL G6 beta base. Click it, it'll go here, wait for your cursor to go back to an arrow, which is done. Now I've got quite a fast PC, so yeah, so it might take a bit longer, so we're going to convert that to skin. And it's jumped back to that. So basically, that is my thing done. Okay, and what I'll do is going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to file, export, and we're going to export to my desktop. So I'm going to do it German 1. Okay, guys. So we finished that last part on 3ds Max. Now we're into iClone Exchange. This is Pipeline Edition I'm using. Okay, so what we do is go into File and Open, and then there's my German 1, my 10.4 FBX file. Okay, import animation and adjust material automatically. Now this might take a minute or two to come in. What I'll do is I'll stop there and I'll come back when it's done. It does take a second or two, depending on the size of the mesh. Actually, I'll just wait. Here he comes. Again, dependent, but because DAS textures are quite big. Okay, here he goes, looking pretty cool. Okay, made a bit of a mistake there, but again, you can close that with a there's a few little mistakes I've made, but again, I'm just showing you quickly. Okay, but it's looking pretty cool. Okay, so what do we do for here? Well, just the usual stuff. Go in and you can smooth this mesh out if you want, but it's quite high poly already, so I'm not going to bother. And we're going to convert it to non-standard. Okay, I've already got a DAS mesh, a G6 Mason iclone Exchange profile here. Okay, so that gives him everything he needs. Okay, and it's active. I'm going to convert that. Okay, yeah, okay. And now what you can do here if you want is you can pick the the meshes. So here's RL body, so usable Mason. I've got him already stored in here somewhere. RL body. But you can, okay, same ways you can pick in meshes. I'm not going to bother doing that here. So what I'm going to do is, because you should know how to do that already, and I'm going to apply it to iclone. Okay. Okay, there he is. He's got a bit droopy shoulders, so perhaps maybe in iclone he needs to be, his shoulders need to be up a bit. So take that off, and there, readjust. Just readjust a wee bit, just see how it goes. Active, convert. Yeah, apply to iclone. Okay, that looks a bit better. Okay, so now what you could do is with here is you can use an opacity map. Let's see if I've got one flipping about. Might be one on my OneDrive. There it is. Okay, that doesn't cover the whole thing though. So what you need to do is you need to go back into your opacity map and get the corresponding part in here and black it out. Okay, and that will give you you know, the opacity, so you don't see that when you move these hands. Okay, so it's important to note that the mesh under here must go right up tight against these arms. Okay, or you're going to have a lot of what are we doing? This one. A lot of sort of material bugged up on here, and it doesn't look good. But otherwise, that's it. You just go ahead and texture them like you would do normally.